So Xbox is already talking about their next generation of Xbox, whatever that is, because Xbox has been kind of all over the place. They've been kind of up and down. They've been, this is an Xbox and that's an Xbox, and this little Yoshi amiibo is an Xbox, and maybe these glasses are really like AR Xboxes or something. No, not actually, but they're basically kind of going off on all over the place lately. I feel like they've been having a hard time finding their footing, but now they're announcing a partnership with AMD, which I think is a good choice. I think that's obviously a really good choice to power the next generation of Xbox. There's a 1 minute and 17 second, maybe that was intentional actually, 117. Anyways, there's a 1 minute and 17 second trailer, I guess. Let's just watch it and then discuss, because I don't want to get anything out of context or misquote anything. So let's just kind of go and see what it's about. Okay, let's go ahead and play it. I like how we see Tony Hawk Pro Skater at the beginning there.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing
the games
in
you
our
want with the people you want,
hardware lineup,
anywhere you want.
Console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories.
So it's across everything.
I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room, in your hands. Together with
next
AMD,
generation,
we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox.
Enhanced with the power of AI.
This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
Yeah, so I have a few things to say about this. Number one, there's something about this trailer that's off-putting to me. So we have Sarah Bond on screen, but like it doesn't. I know I'm just kind of probably tripping out here, but tell me if anyone else feels this way. Is there anything kind of uncanny about this trailer? Like there's something that feels AI about this trailer, ironically enough. I don't know, man. Or like maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it's just very, very well rehearsed, but something feels AI-ish. So I don't know. There's something. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the trailer kind of came off. But one thing I'll say about this is that, AI enhanced. I don't like that they're doing that. Xbox purchased Activision, right? They acquired Activision. Call of Duty has been doing a ton of AI stuff to the point where there's been issues with voice actors because they want protection in their contracts and stuff. There's a whole thing. There's a lot of AI generated content in Black Ops 6, and you can tell it feels uncanny. That's the only word I can think of. It feels like, sure. There's something about AI generated stuff that just doesn't feel right. You know that it's lacking the human touch. You know that it's lacking that personality, that just humanity, that soul. You can sense it. You can sense it, man. And I don't like it. I think AI has a place in certain things. Like for example, if you want to kind of do a quick Google search, but you want like a sort of summarized, a summary of all this information, AI could help with that, but when it comes to stuff in certain territory, I'm like, nah, man, no. So I don't know what they mean, what they plan to do. I just don't like what they've done, in Call of Duty recently. I don't know what their plan is there. They didn't announce anything specific except, it's just going to be this sort of, okay, first of all, whatever they're doing is with AMD. It's going to be a new generation of Xbox hardware, but they still have, everything is fully compatible with your existing Xbox library. It's basically what they've been doing. But I'll be very curious to see what their kind of direction is, because, with the Xbox Series X, the whole direction was like, it's going to be sort of like like kind of like a PC, but like it's a console. I don't know. It was weird, and it didn't really change much from the Xbox One family of consoles. And I don't know. It just didn't feel. It didn't feel like a new generation. You know, like the power was there for new generation, but I don't know. It just didn't. Something about it didn't feel new. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but like as opposed to like the PS5, that felt like a brand new console, brand new controller. Like everything was new. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm wondering, like I said, primarily, what are they going to use AI for? How are they going to enhance stuff with AI? What exactly is going to be the implications of AI? And what exactly is this next generation of consoles going to do? And again, we're only like, what, 5 years into this current life cycle? And you know, Xbox been leaning a lot on certain things like Game Pass. They've been bringing their games to other platforms. Forza Horizon 5 is on PS5. Sea of Thieves, the Gears of War 1 remake of a remake. You know, I forgot what it's called. Reloaded, I think, is that's coming to PS5 as well. There's a lot of games coming to PS5 and assumingly Nintendo Switch at some point as well. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, what is the point of an Xbox? What is going to be their kind of angle with this? Because they've kind of you know, essentially kind of went this whole other direction that feels like it's kind of lost what kind of made Xbox. It kind of lost a little bit of its individuality, I feel like. And so I don't know. I'm just very curious what this is going to entail. They're working on some kind of new hardware. They didn't really go much into it beyond that. But like I said, the thing that I want to see is, what is this ecosystem going to look like? You know, what is this hardware going to look like? Is it just going to feel like an even more powerful Xbox Series X? Or, you know, is there something that's going to be unique to this experience? You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, why not just get a PC? You know what I mean? Essentially, with their whole new partnership with the ROG Ally, or ROG Ally, whatever, which they already had a little bit of a partnership with the current ROG Ally series, but this is a little bit more in depth. You know, they kind of have like Xbox handles and an Xbox button on it. So with that, you know, that's essentially a PC in your hand. So is that the direction that they're going to go with? Is like kind of like making it more PC-esque? But then again, what's the point? I don't know, man. I miss the Xbox 360 days and even the early Xbox One days where Xbox felt more unique and had more individuality and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping they can get back to that and salvage something, because first of all, whether you love or hate Xbox, competition is good and healthy, because you don't want PlayStation's already getting too comfortable. They're saying like weird stuff all the time about, you know, their competitor, because they're just too comfortable. And you don't want to have that, because if there's no competition, then, you know, again, it's not good for the consumer. We're going to get the short end of the stick at the end of the day, even with the company like we love, you know, because if you're a PS5 primary kind of player, you're still going to get the short end of the stick if there's not good, healthy competition, because it's not going to push PlayStation as hard. And again, they're going to make some choices that are going to be not as good for the consumer in the long run. So again, whether you love or hate Xbox, I think we should all want both Xbox and PlayStation to do good, to have that competition. I'm not throwing Nintendo into that loop, because again, to me, Nintendo's just always kind of sat in its own sort of like sphere, if you will. I don't know. Nintendo's Nintendo. They just sit on their own. They're so unique and individual that, you know, they're just doing whatever they're doing and it works for them. So, you know, but yeah, Xbox and PlayStation, they need some healthy competition. So what do you guys want to see from this next Xbox generation and console? Let me know in the comments below. Again, not a whole lot to go off of, but they mentioned something. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit here in this video. Leave a like, subscribe for until the next one. Game on. See you guys later.
Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kinda like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.